Hello and welcome. You're watching Business Today Television. I'm Tanya Aneja, and this is a brand new episode of Technical Gupshup, a show where we'll discuss the technical market outlook, key levels to watch out for, and 5 technical stock ideas that you can bet on at this point in time. What a week it was for the Indian markets. Well, Sensex zoomed over 1200 points after budget 2023. However, the euphoria fizzled out and the Indian markets closed on a mixed note. Sensex closed 158 points higher and Nifty in the red. On Thursday also, equity markets witnessed mixed trends with the Sensex climbing over 224 points while the NSE Nifty dipped almost 6 points in a seesaw session. Now, experts believe that the most significant trend in the market so far in 2023 is the big underperformance of India compared to the other markets. Global cues are gradually turning positive. The Nasdaq and S&P 500 ended higher on Thursday and touched even 5-month highs as a more dovish than expected message from Fed boosted equities. There was no relief for Adani Group stocks. The bloodbath started after US based short seller Hindenburg Research published a report on the Adani Group. Now, Adani Enterprises stock also crashed 35% in early trade on Friday. The question is now, where are the markets headed going forward and which are the key levels to watch out, especially at this point in time? And to discuss this and much more, let's welcome our guest on the show today. We have with us Mr. Mehul Kothari. He's the Assistant Vice President Technical Research at Anand Rathi Shares and Stock Brokers. Thank you so much, Mr. Kothari, for taking the time out and joining us here on Business Today Television.
Good morning, Tanya, and thanks once again for having me on the show.
Absolutely. So let's come to your market outlook only. I mean, which are the key levels that we should actually keep an eye out, especially at this point in time, and where are the markets headed according to you in the near term?
Okay, so Tanya will discuss this market outlook in few steps. Exactly a couple of months back on 3rd December, if I'm not mistaken, that was our first interaction on the show. That time I mentioned something about FI's long short ratio in our markets, and I'll discuss that further also. FI long short ratio at that time was somewhere near to 75%, and generally we were a bit by telling this that this 75% ratio in index futures of FIIs lead to a top in the market. This has happened in Jan 2022, then April 2022, and again in December 2022, markets made a top at 18,900. So now this FI's long short ratio in index futures is below 20%. So whenever this happens, markets tend to make a bottom, short-term bottom, temporary bottom, or a strong bottom. So right now we are at this point in time, we are at that stage that any time markets can make a bottom. So that one should keep in mind. However, there is still a possibility of 400, 500 points downside as per pure technicals, which I'm talking about. So overall support is at 17,350, and after that 17,000 is the max downside which we are looking forward right now, because there is a flag breakdown pattern on Nifty. So that target comes near 17,000 or 16,800. So this downside can be used as a strong buying opportunity in the market. So I told you about the downside, which is limited because of this FI's long short ratio, which is highly oversold. Now, what's on the upside? See, because of the budget event, the entire range of that day was around 650 points, 18,000 on the upside and 17,350 on the downside. So this 650 points broad range, the high of that day will be a very strong resistance for the market, right? So 18,000, of course, a psychological level and high of that day is a very strong resistance for the market. So markets are likely to be in this range, and only above 18,000 we could expect sharp recovery, or we could be talking about lifetime highs. As you said that many people are saying on the street that we might underperform the world markets. I don't think so. Right now, yes, underperform. Of course, it may be more downside as I told you, but once this downside happens or it is done and dusted, then we could be starting a rally towards that 19,000 or a dream level of 20,000 towards the year of 2024. So this downside could be a strong buying opportunity in the market.
Okay, absolutely. So this is the word that is coming in. And also let's come to Adani Group stocks now. So bloodbath actually continues in all these Adani Group shares. And if you see share price of Adani Enterprises, I mean the stock was down 35% in early trade on Friday. And this is a day after it was placed under NSE's ASM framework. So, what are your thoughts on these Adani Group shares, and what do the technical charts suggest for all these shares?
Uh, See, as per what is my thought, I feel this is an overreaction of the market. But of course, yes, we have to respect the sentiments. And whenever a sentiment of any of the group is dented, then this kind of thing happens, and nobody knows where this will stop. Okay, so it's very difficult for me to judge or to say that when this will stop. But yes, if at all it was a normal fall, let's assume for 5 minutes, let's assume it's a normal fall in any of the stock. So technically, how we tackle such kind of situation is we feel that currently, let's talk about Adani itself, Adani Enterprise. It has retraced 78% from the entire rally, which started from 125 to 4,000. And it is down by around 70. If we calculate today's low, consider today's low of somewhere near to 1,000, then it has fallen 75% from the peak of 4,000. Right? So, generally, previously also 10 to 15 years back, I don't exactly recollect the time, but whenever this kind of situation happened in this group came down by 80-85%, and then again everything started settling down, right? So I feel that could be the maximum downside, 80-85% from here on. And if I calculate that, then Adani enterprise value comes around somewhere near to 700, 800 odd levels. If we talk about Adani ports, these are the two stocks which we generally track in Adani Group. Adani ports, if you talk about, then maximum 370, 380 could be the downside. Technically, this is what I feel. I don't know how the stock will react further, but this should be the zone where everything should get settled down.
Okay, and what about the banking space? I mean, if you see, bank stocks are also in focus amid this whole Adani crisis, and banking space is actually under pressure as well. So, what are your thoughts on Nifty, PSU, and private bank index?
See, as I told you that there is still a possibility of further downside in Nifty because of that breakdown. So, along with that, even Bank Nifty has a potential downside.
Okay.
Potential downside is somewhere near to 39,000 odd level. So 2,000 points more could be the downside in Bank Nifty. But once it crosses 42,000, which is just 1,000 points away, 1,000 to 1,200 points away, then it will be breaking that high of budget day. So once that happens, Bank Nifty will be out of the bear grip. This is what I feel as of now. So 42,000 should be the level one should look forward to. If that happens, then yes, we are out of danger. But with regards to PSU banks, I still feel a slight downside of 5 to 10% is still left, because one more lag of fall we are expecting Adani. As I told you that 10-15% more upside could be there in Adani Group stocks. So at that time, 5-6% dip could be seen in PSU stocks also. So that could be the zone which might be attractive to go long in PSU banks.
Okay, absolutely. And now let's come to your five top technical stock ideas. So, which are the five stocks that you are betting on at this point in time?
See, Dania, it was a mere coincidence, purely coincidence. I could say all the stocks, five stocks are starting with A. So I'll name them A5.
Okay.
First stock is Astral. It's a conditional buy. One should buy the stock only about 2085. The
Okay.
stop loss for this is 1870. Target is 2500. See, all the stocks which I am talking about has a time frame of 3 to 6 months. They are not short term picks, because short term markets are very volatile and your this might get hit very soon. Second stock is Ashok Leland. One can buy this stock or accumulate this stock in the range of 155 to 150 with a stop loss of 140, and upside target is 170. Third stock is ABFRL, that is Aditya Birla Fashion. Buy near 250, stop loss 230, target 290. Highly oversold stock, and I feel this can give a very sharp bounce. Axis Bank, one stock from the banking. Buy in the range of 875 to 850. Stop loss will be 800, and upside target is 1000. There is a typo, I guess I've written 100, but the target is 1000. Fifth stock is Arvind Fashion. This is one of our Diwali pick. Buy near 300, stop loss is 270, and upside target is 360.
Okay, absolutely. So these are the five top technical stock picks that are coming in from Mehul. So on that wonderful note, thank you so much again for taking the time out and joining us here on Business Today Television.
Thank you, Tanya.
Okay, so with that, let's wrap up this edition of Technical Gupshup. Many thanks for tuning in.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.